Peace, love, and light. Ashe. Peace and blessings to you. Thank you for joining me today. If you are new here, I am Child of Oshun, and I am doing the reading for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Rising. I pray that you are well, that you have your health, your inner peace, and that the universe has sent abundance and blessings into your life and will continue to do so. How are you, Scorpio? And if you're cross-watching, why are you watching? What you trying to see what we doing over here in Scorpio land, okay? Why you stalking? You trying to see what we doing? Okay. But Scorpios do get stalked. It does happen. It does happen. Now, let's see. Make sure, especially if you're new here, hit the like, hit the subscribe, but make sure you also go back and watch the predictions I did for you, Scorpio, for 2023. I will most likely be doing another prediction video for as we move out of summer into the fall and into the winter and into 2024. I'll do another one, okay? I got a lot going on. I have a meeting for a gallery opening to have my artwork displayed for the next 3 months. So I have an interview this weekend with the gallery owner. And tomorrow I will be at Trap X Art. I think that's how they say it. But that's where I'll be tomorrow. And if you guys haven't seen already, the link from my website is there where you can see my full portfolio, the paintings I do. I do the goddesses and the fairies. They're back there. This one over here is not done. You see it on the floor? This one's not done either. But so when you see them every month and you see I haven't started working on them, it's because in my mind, I already know what's next and what needs to be added to it before I finish it. So like she's almost done. I have to put the stuff at the bottom. This one, she got a lot more work to go. But, I have to really be motivated and focused. I enjoy painting. I really do. And for those of you who don't know me too well, I went to college to be an illustrator. So I was going to be a children's book illustrator. So a lot of my works look like I have like a lot of characters and details because I studied illustration. And then I became an art teacher. And then I became a tarot reader. It's a lot going on, right? Okay, let's get started. You guys don't want to hear me talk about me. Okay. Now, Scorpio. I am happy though with everything that I have going on. I do a lot of multiple things. Show me what's going on for the collective, Scorpio. I feel like 2023 was the year for breakups. This down so you see the cards. We're going to do 7 card spread today. So I'm going to do 7 in this row, and then 7 in the next, and then 7 in the next, which will give us a total of 21. These cards are some of them are similar to what came out for Libra. Scorpio, some of you have lost faith in a situation or a person. This person could be a Pisces. Some of you have lost faith because you've been waiting on something. You've been doing the right thing. You've been doing what was asked of you and required of you from the universe, from ancestors. From a spiritual standpoint, you feel like you've been doing everything that God has asked you to do. And now you are trying to make a decision if you should continue to do those things, even though you're not seeing certain results. Your faith is still there, but it's like you're losing patience with seeing the outcome of certain situations. Some of you you're thinking about if you should leave some of this spiritual practice alone for a minute and just kind of enjoy yourself, go out, party, not be so isolated. And for some of you, because I'm looking at all the cards down here, if some of you are getting over a heartbreak or the end of a relationship, you may be emotionally withdrawn. You're not really ready to even consider giving your heart to someone right now. You might be open to hanging out, but the thought of, a boyfriend, a girlfriend, a commitment, you're just like, You've lost faith in that. Queen of Cups reversed. There could be people around you that you have to I see you kind of already, you've done it, Scorpio. You have a wall up, like there's people that you're cutting off. You haven't been as social as you maybe used to be, but now you want to do that again, but you just don't want to deal with anything that relates to matters of the heart. Matters of the heart. Because some of you are getting over a heartbreak. So you've emotionally distanced yourself from that type of those types of situations. You've released some baggage here. This could be relationship baggage that you released. Maybe the relationship was a little toxic. Some of you have kind of given up on this notion of happily ever after. This notion of having a marriage, a picket fence, and all those things. And so you're trying to figure out, what's the best way I can be happy without a significant other? Okay? You take it how it resonates. If it resonates, take it. If not, leave it. Okay, we're going to clarify with the second row. Some of you are confused about why you pray and you're diligent and you're faithful and you're honest, and things still aren't coming out the way you want them to. There's a lack of peace, a lack of unrest in your mind. Ten of Wands again here. Some of you want to go out, you want to party and enjoy yourself, but you really don't want to be around large crowds or, big groups of people, especially if you don't know them too well. And there's a fear here that you don't want to give out too much energy on too many people. So what I mean by that is, like, you might want to go out, but you just want to hang out with one or two people, like your closest circle of friends. You don't want to be around 20 people and meeting their friends and their cousins, and you don't really want to be bothered with large groups of people. It's just too much energy for you right now to give out, yeah. Princess of Wands. Some of you really don't know. You're like trying to figure out what's the best course of action I need to take here in order to have some happiness? If it's not going to be a partner and kids and things like that, what should I be doing? That falls back on this confusion card here. Wow. Queen of Cups reverse and the Knight of Cups reverse falling with it. So yeah, you don't want to give your heart to anybody. It's closed off. Priestess. Some of you are realizing that you can't take on other people's baggage, other people's burdens. It then becomes a burden to you, and then you're not standing in your power because you're fixing other people's problems, including if there's an ex here. That too. The ex came with a set of problems that somehow fell in your lap. Somehow they were looking to you to kind of fix, what they were falling short on. You don't want to deal with that either, Mm-mm. Some of you are recovering from a heartbreak or disappointment, and you're like very neutral. You're not looking, you're kind of just letting things be. You've released it. No expectation of new person. You really are. It's not just about your dating life, but it's also about, some of you are releasing expectation. So you're like, whatever God is going to put in front of me, okay, I'll just trust his timing. Whatever the universe wants to give to me, I'll just trust that. I'm not going to look for it anymore. I'm not going to force it anymore. Very resolved energy, right? The Thief card. Yeah, some of you feel like you've been wasting a lot of time, because the Thief card comes out. It's not just about, somebody taking something from you. It's about wasting time and energy. Your time being taken from you. And some of you feel that way. You may have invested in something and now you're questioning, why did I do that? What was the purpose behind that? And with the Temperance card here, it means that maybe it's not meant for you to understand it in an earthly manner. Maybe you were given a job or an obligation that was placed upon you so you could help somebody else. And you're looking for the results and something tangible to come to you, when that's really not what it was about. It was about you helping another human being without expecting something in return. And that may be where some of this confusion is coming from. Why did I invest time into something that didn't produce any results? Maybe somebody needed you at that time. Some of you might be beefing with a Pisces, and that's not resolved yet. Some of you are over the age of 40, and as you're doing this partying and hanging out, you may revert back to doing some of the things that you did when you were 20. Drinking and staying up till 4 a.m. and thinking that you're still able to do that. But your body's going to tell you, no. I remember when I was in college, I could, get 3 or 4 hours of sleep and then pop up at 8 a.m. and go to class and go to work, and I was good. But now, No. I could try it, but Okay. What? Mature man and a mature woman. Yeah. Yeah. I'm talking to some of you who are over the age of 30 or over the age of 40, and you're wondering, what is life going to be like as I get older? What's it going to be? What's the good that's coming to me since I've had to endure, some hardships here? Queen of Cups, King of the Knight of Cups. Told him later. You don't want to work so hard at love and finding a partner. And if you're in a relationship, you don't want to work too hard at that either. You kind of want somebody who already knows what your needs are and makes things easy for you. This is a struggle here. Trying to figure out if you're ready to get back on the dating scene. This is a struggle. And some of you are thinking about even, calling up an ex from somewhere because you don't want to deal with a new person and getting out there and, you don't want to deal with the dating scene. No, not really. Yeah. Someone once told me, don't recycle. Don't recycle the lovers. Don't recycle exes. But, each situation is different. To each his own. If that's what you need to do or if that's what your heart tells you. Ten of Wands, Priestess, official person. Some of you have released baggage. You've released a person who did not recognize and honor that you were the king or the queen, the priestess, the empress, that you were the whole thing. They did not acknowledge just how great and wonderful that you are. But that person seems to be gone right now, even if it's just temporary. They seem to be gone right now. So the overall message here, Scorpio, it looks like there's a person who's walked away from you, or you walked away from them, who was very important to you at one point, official person, but it's reversed. And it looks to me like they did not treat you or see just how wonderful you were. You're getting over that. I don't see anything here related to work. It's a lot of cups here, a lot of emotions, and your spirituality and your faith is what I'm seeing right now. So there's some lessons here, Scorpio, that you had to learn, and that's really what the bottom line is, how you learn those lessons and how you're going to move forward, and maybe considering that you shouldn't completely cut yourself away and close your heart off just because you've been disappointed. You need to find some ways to boost yourself back up, be happy again. Surround yourself with people who love you and who support you and can just come through and say, are you okay? Can I give you a hug today? It doesn't always have to be, the full-on partner that fulfills your needs. It could be your friends, it could be your children, it could be family members who are there to remind you just how lovable you are when the world wants to tell you that you're not. Okay? All right, Scorpio, that's my message for you. Make sure you hit the like and the subscribe. Continue to stay prayed up, meditating, and taking care of yourself. Peace to you, Scorpio.